first thing, training and certification. It's good to look at it from an educational perspective and an educational piece. So look out for courses online. There are a couple of them, Google blockchain courses, Google NFT making courses. There are a couple of online courses that give you certifications. The likes of MIT, Oxford have started introducing and offering various types of certifications that you could start to learn about the space in general. You also have cryptocurrencies. Once you've done your research and you're comfortable, you want to dabble into it, again, cryptocurrency is a form of getting involved, either buying, cryptocurrency assets you've done a research on and getting involved through that way. NFTs as well is another way you could dabble into Web3, looking at various creators, Metaverse, use cases, land, whatever it is from an NFT perspective, you can get involved from a Web3 perspective. Looking at digital arts as well, so your favorite or your popular artists that do physical artwork, a lot of them have started dabbling into NFTs. A lot of us understand or have heard about Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever it is, cryptocurrency-wise. The ways of getting, making investments within the space, you could buy and hold. You could also stake. Staking is a form of earning passive income on your cryptocurrency. A lot of crypto projects have a staking platform. A lot of custodian institutions within the crypto space also have a staking platform. So think of it as buying shares in Damac or Imar or Barclays, and you get dividends annually. That is exactly what staking is. Then you have the mining. A couple of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin enables you to mine. So you set up a computer with a very high supersonic speed, well, not necessarily supersonic speed, but a high-speed computer. You need to do a bit of research when it comes to mining, but you could earn passive income from cryptocurrency mining. And miners are the folks that validate transactions on the blockchain. And lastly, you have trading. I wouldn't advise anyone to do this because, I've gone through trading myself and I know how much my blood pressure went up and down during my times of trading, but it's not for the faint-hearted, that's what I would say. So, but you could make good sums of money, leveraging and all of that. But again, with all of this here, folks, please do your research. And like they always say, not financial advice, but it's good to understand what you're dealing with. You could use cryptocurrencies for payment of goods and services. You could also use that for rewards. So if you want to incentivize people or reward folks for performance-setting actions, you could use cryptocurrency tokens for that, just like how you fly on Emirates and you get reward points, British Airways, Avios points and the likes, And the last is around governance, when we talk about DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations, and you're able to start voting. So just like how you have a central government or a central bank, the DAOs are the ones that are anonymous that help you vote. So 3 utilities within tokenization, and we used Voltil, which is my organization, as a use case. I created an NFT and it sold for 100 ETH. There's always a monetary incentive or a monetary appreciation with every context within this world, but I want to kind of dumb that down a little bit. There are projects that have gone on to create NFTs and they've sold 0. And there are projects that have gone on to create NFTs, and an example is here where you can see the numbers here. Talk about Beeples every day. That sold last year for $69 million as an NFT. We have CryptoPunk 5822 again, sold for $16 million. From a utility perspective, you have tokenized blockchain assets. You could track these on the blockchain. You could, trace. You could, it's quite transparent. A working space in London, I can't remember the name. I think it's called Black Crypto. And what they do is they sell NFTs based on membership, whereby you pay X amount of dollars or pounds, and they give you an NFT as an access where you can bring your colleague, 2 members of your organization, and visitors of about 4 people. And they have that in London. They're opening one in Dubai and Singapore. So that way, we as Voltil, we have exclusive membership through that forum with NFTs. And it allows us, when I travel to London for work, I could use their co-working space. So again, a utility there. The guys behind Golf News could have made every ticket, an NFT, and upon showing your NFT at the entrance, they grant you access. And then we talk about governance voting. Again, same like cryptocurrencies, where you have a DAO, you're able to, start to vote for various things within either a metaverse, a project, or whatever it is. You start to get voting rights according to, how much NFTs or cryptocurrency you have. And then lastly, you have community rewards, whereby the more you do things within our metaverse, you visit various installations, you earn X number, you upload your avatar, or you create a funky avatar, you start to get money from what that looks like and rewards in terms of utilities within the NFT space. We have something called the Hill strategy as well, where we're looking to solve the challenges around interoperability and portability, which is a bit of a technical term for saying, hey, how do I use my Facebook profile in TikTok, for example, or how do I use my Amazon profile on eBay? So how do we cross-pollinate between metaverses? That is what we're using the Hill strategy to solve. So how do we talk to guys like Virtua? How do we talk to guys like Cybergear to bring in their folks into Vaulthill and use their assets, either be NFTs or cryptocurrency? But it's something on our roadmap we're looking to solve. This is our product overview within Vaulthill, and it nicely shapes how all of these things are intertwined. So I talked about cryptocurrencies earlier. I talked about NFTs earlier. How do these come about? So number one, we talk about the metaverse, where we've created islands and districts according to human instincts. We're creating virtual land as an NFT. We're looking at also the ability of using the cryptocurrency token, VHC, to interact within the economy of the world, as well as producing a no-code builder tool. And believe you me now, this is not financial advice, but I need to say this. One of the pieces of land I bought in Sumium Space in 2018 for about $200 sold for about $10,000 early 2021, which, again, a number of X's. But for me at the time, it was great because I was like, hold on, I only spent $200 and someone has offered me $10,000, and I hit accept, 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 and I sold it, right? Banked the money, was happy. But for me, it was value. The fact that someone somewhere in the world looked at this piece of land and said, hey, I want to pay $10,000 for it, there was value creation. And that got us to research and start to think about a business model that not just only makes us revenue, but also brings value and creation of wealth to content creators and economy within what we're building. When we started this journey, we thought about OpenSea, we thought about Rarible, the guys currently out there. And for us, we had a long-term plan, and we kind of figured out the technical limitations of these other marketplaces might hinder us in our growth. So we took a step back and strategically built our own marketplace, which will power the economy of our metaverse. So currently, we've debuted that with the sale of Virtual Land. On the 22nd of July, we're going to incorporate the ability for artists and folks to mint, but we're putting in a control framework so that way you're able to, catch any nefarious activities being minted before they're dropped. So again, another control mechanism we're putting in place there. Your avatar is your digital identity into the virtual world, right? So again, you could customize your avatar, male, female, non-binary, very cool headwear, very cool aesthetics and all of that. But for us, we want to start pivoting into things like, Metaverse fashion show. How do we reach out to folks in Nigeria and Africa, underrepresented parts of the world that don't have access to Paris, New York, London Fashion Week, and bring them together on this journey, and then create, a couple of stalls for them in the metaverse where we could showcase their goods and services within the ecosystem. And last but not the least is XR Consulting, where we talk to, individuals, brands, whoever it is that don't understand this space and want to get some type of advice or consultancy service to say, hey, I have this idea, I have this product, I want to take it to the next level. How do I do that? Come to us, we'll talk to you about it, give you options where you could implement with us, you can implement in other metaverses out there, but we'll put you through what that looks like and also build virtual reality and augmented reality experiences, for you. And then let's talk through the benefits of virtual real estate. You know, you have showcasing products and services. So if you take a step back into the 80s and 90s when, you know, the .com came out and everyone's like, hey, I want my name, my company's name, and all of that, showcasing what you do, you know, build a website and showcase your services. On your virtual land, you could actually buy virtual land and build a virtual office that could be interactive. So imagine, you know, showcasing all of your services in a very realistic format through virtual reality connected into the headsets. You could also make passive income from renting and leasing virtual land and buildings. So again, you know, folks have said, I don't understand this space. How can I monetize? How can I make money? Again, do some research. You know, buying a piece of land and advertising it for rent or sale and providing tools and functionalities people, you know, want to do. So it's like building the next version of the internet in the internet.